That's perfect. That's perfect, guys. What do you think? I think I love this camera.
Like, try to also look over here. Like, you're really both looking.
Yeah, you can. So just like give them attention.
And so you just see like your hair on the side.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do the introduction. Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have two of my really great friends here that I made in France. And the other one's behind the camera. Okay, so basically today we're going to be talking about the reality of moving to France for your partner.
True story.
Because I'm not the only one. I have two of the crazy people with me that did this too. Right? Oh,
You have to introduce us.
oh my god, yes I do! You don't know who they are.
Also, like, try to also look over here. Like, you're really both looking.
Yeah, you can.
So
Just to like give them attention.
And so you just see like your hair on the side.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like if I ask a question, you guys can just like talk towards the camera.
You talk to me. Like,
Yeah, talk to you. Yeah. Okay, so this is Stephanie. She's from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
A small town in Pennsylvania, right?
Yes.
I
I
don't
moved to
say your age.
France
Oh.
August 2018. It's 2019 right now.
Yeah.
So that was about 1 year ago.
Yeah. And this is Neri. She's from Karud.
California.
From the West Coast. You're from Lima. Lima, Peru.
Yeah. And I live here for almost 1 year and a half, something like that. And it's impressive, but my English increased
Because of
in
us.
France.
Yeah.
Because of my friends and my boyfriend, we only speak in English. Well, no, not now only, but in the beginning, yes. Was only English, and the French is so difficult for me. But it's a third language, so it's okay right now.
It's really funny because you spoke Spanish, he spoke French, so like that main language that they used to communicate was English, which I can't imagine how difficult that is. You know, like, I don't know, like expressing yourself, but I even asked you, when you get angry, you just speak in Spanish. And he doesn't understand, right?
In some moment my brain explodes because I start to try to say something in English, but I think in Spanish, and then now with the pronunciation in French, it's like a...
Explosion.
Yes.
Espanol.
So now you know who my friends are. Let's get into it. Okay, should I start, or do you want to start about like
you
the
can do the
difficulties?
introduction.
Okay, so
I like to break the ice.
okay, so I'm gonna break the ice now. I think the most difficult thing is like finding your own way in France because you don't really know anybody, you can't really communicate or connect, and culturally there's a lot of differences too. And so when it comes to like hanging out with your partner's friends or their family, I find it difficult to get to really know them, I think, and to like find out where do you fit in, and you're learning different personalities too. I don't know, it's just like,
I think that's like my most difficult experience too, because I'm definitely like a more extrovert person. That's how the way that I connect with people is just like I want to talk to you, I want to get to know you.
Yeah.
And that definitely is the hardest part being here is like, oh no, I can't talk to Sephora's brother, I can't talk to Sephora's mother, like,
exactly.
and so I feel very
The
isolated.
communication.
And so definitely like communication, language barrier stops you from being who you are.
Yeah.
And you don't feel comfortable because you can't communicate with
I
people.
think we were literally talking about this yesterday, where it's like when you're having dinner with like our partner's family, like we want to laugh, we want to like be silly, but then we feel a little bit, we feel like we look a little bit stupid, you know, because no one else is really this expressive, you know. That's a cultural difference.
Yeah, that's like an
you know?
American coming to France that are kind of more, well, it depends on the person.
It depends on the person.
But they're not as like expressive and like over the top, and Sephora tells me I exaggerate too much.
I do that too.
The jokes. I love to say jokes, but no one understands my jokes. And I never understand the jokes of the French because the French have a different way to interpret them. Oh, the jokes they do, they are not so funny. So sometimes it's like what's a joke? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a joke. Not funny. Not funny.
Yeah. But like it's so awkward, like when you're having like dinner, like, and you don't really know how to communicate, and like everyone's laughing, you're like, okay, it's time for me to laugh. You're like, you know, like And everyone knows that like you don't understand, but you're just kind of going along to get along, and it's so awkward.
That's happened to me so many times.
Yeah.
It's like everyone starts laughing, and then they're like, Stephanie, do you know what that means? I'm
Right.
like, well, no.
And then by the time they explain it to you and you get it and you laugh, no one else is laughing.
Yeah.
They've all moved on.
It's very sad.
When my boyfriend tell, oh no, she don't speak a lot of French, but she understands very good. So my parents-in-law start to speak with me like normally, and they say something like, you understand? I always repeat, oui, oui, oui.
Yeah.
Oui, oui. Oui.
Yeah.
But really, I don't understand, or maybe some words, something like that, and they try to do a together idea, but all the context was very difficult at the beginning. Now it's very easy to communicate, and I can go to buy in a store and I let the others understand me. But I think it's because my language is more Latin, so the English has the more For me, it's more easy to repeat the same way to speak to the French because we are Latin. But at the beginning, they have something very, very difficult to understand. Is when they mix the two words in one phrase.
La
liaison.
So you don't understand two words.
Yeah.
You understand only one word, and you say, "What the fuck is that?" That word I never listened to my life.
And then they say it again, and you're like, oh, I know that word. Why didn't I hear it? Right? Because you said it all in one thing.
Yes, actually. That is very, very difficult to understand in the ear, because when you read, well, you understand there are two words different, but when you listen, it's only one. You think, okay, I think I understand, but the reality
it takes time to understand.
Is the ear start to listen.
Yeah.
Actually, going along with that, I think that like language barrier, it's kind of funny because my partner's here too.
Yeah.
But it puts too much pressure on your relationship, because I'm finding myself completely dependent on Sephora to be my translator. Yeah. Oh, Sephora, what happened? What's going on? Yeah. Oh, can you translate this for me? And it's just, I feel like I'm an independent person, and all of a sudden I'm completely dependent on this one person to be my everything. It's not good. It's not a good feeling.
No, but we were just talking about this too. That was our conversation where it's like we're like independent, like women, we like our own lives, our own money,
I can speak
our
for
own
myself,
everything.
but now I can't.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you're like a baby again.
I don't know, but for being honest, in my life I was so independent. I live in a country dangerous, and you must to fight for your meal, for your work. It's a little more like a jungle, and here I feel so protected with my boyfriend, so in some moment it was very comfortable to don't do nothing and have the lights on, receive food and receive money, and really, I don't need to move a finger for nothing, because he gives me all. If he can,
their life of luxury.
Really, if he can put me my socks, he come and put me the socks in the bed. So I really don't need to do nothing, but pass the time and start to be boring.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any expectation. I don't have goals.
Yeah.
Because my day is awake, go to cook because I love to cook. Yes, I'm fat, more here. Go to cook, come back to the bedroom.
Go on Facebook?
Yes, Facebook, or maybe paint. I like to do activities, crafts, and maybe that, or a puzzle, or play PlayStation. Okay. And that is all my life. Maybe go outside with my dog, but it's not often, because even my dog go with my boyfriend because it's so dangerous for go with the dog outside. Yeah. It's not so dangerous. It's true. I was living in Peru
it's like
going to a party at 5 in the morning, and I never feel insecure. But he says it's dangerous, and I say okay.
Just a little
thank
sketchy.
you. I want to nothing, something like that. Yeah. Because well, if you say okay.
So it's like almost good to be
dependent, I will follow you.
But then it could be bad also.
You lose motivation, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and you kind of like, you don't know what direction you're going in. Like, what's the next step for me, you know? That's the most difficult, I think.
Trying to find a job has been insane. I guess I just thought that we could speak English and find a job.
English-speaking jobs, and they don't exist really.
It's hard to find.
It's hard to find. It depends on what you do, I think. But
we just have to speak French. We have to learn French. We can do it.
And like, when am I going to be independent again? When am I going to be able to like live my life and feel comfortable, like it's my home? And we don't feel that yet. Okay, but let's go to the brighter side of things. That's kind of depressing.
It's depressing.
Okay, so like, what is something that like makes you feel so happy to be here? Like, what's gonna? Oh, for lunch. I love the cheese. Yeah, the cheese and the wine. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, so like, what have you learned anything about yourself? Like we talked about, like getting out of your comfort zone. You're forced out of it.
I definitely think this like the year and some months that I've been here have been the most growing year of my life. Like because you're so pushed out of your comfort zone in a way you've never experienced. Like I've never not had to be able to speak my own language. And you don't understand how that challenges you, how you're gonna feel uncomfortable. I didn't know how I would react if I felt like isolated. So it definitely just grew as a person in a way that like, okay, it's okay to not speak up all the time. It's okay, I can just wait, I can be patient. I don't know how I'm trying to think of.
Patience is the biggest thing for me because I'm like an impatient person. Because I'm from the city, you just move fast and move fast. And when you go to restaurants, when you do things, people take their time here. But I really like that.
Actually,
that really helps me.
Like humbling.
Humbling.
A very humbling experience because it's like, okay, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. I'm gonna speak like your 3-year-old niece. And that's okay. You can correct my grammar, you can help me, and that's okay. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to come off as like this perfect person. And
that brings me to another point. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like when you stand up for yourself, you have to realize with the French, I think it's like a cliche to say the French are rude, the French are not so nice. That's not true at all. But I feel like I have been in situations where it's like, well, do I stand up for myself, or is this like a cultural thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it personal, or is it like a cultural difference? And
they're very polite.
They're very polite, but there are some moments when you are questioning, like, is this a personal like thing against me? Like, do I speak up for myself now, or is that like okay? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Like, do I have to defend myself? That would be weird if I start defending myself.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be too aggressive. You know, in certain situations.
It's hard to like. We don't know like politics of just like relationships. It's a little bit.
It's very different. It's very different.
So we're learning this.
Well, I told you, you can be other person. You can be a new person here because no one know you, no one know your past. And I don't want to tell my past was bad. No, it was amazing. But I can be a real new Nelly here, and that is amazing because for me, who likes to be creative and all that, I can embed myself every day here. That is something very good.